Welcome back to another episode of crimenet News, all you heisters out there. I'm your host, Capcake, and this is my co-host, Vice. We have a very juicy week as the latest DLC, Houston Breakout, just came out. There was also a quarterly report talking about the potential end of the Gamepass and a potential subscription service for Payday 3. There was also the roadmap, which has finally been updated to showcase when some key features the community has been asking for are coming. Newsflash, it's only a couple months away. So, mask up, folks.
To start off, of course, everybody should know Houston Breakout dropped Monday, August 19th, and with it is the most amount of content we've seen released at once to date. And if you want a rundown on what was in the update itself, we won't be talking about that here, but we do have a link in the description below to our video recap.
But August 19th has an interesting fact to it. Did you know that the Almir mask, which was the last Twitch drop, ended August 19th? And conveniently, the current Twitch drop campaign ends on September 16th. So we do have a potential date for DLC 4, Fear and Greed, although there is always a chance of delays.
But a couple things that we didn't touch on in the video is the fact that Starbreeze has two changes that have massively changed loud gameplay. First, they made it so that cops move between rooms faster, and second, a glitch that causes techies to prevent cops from spawning. Both of these now have caused massive mayhem within heists, meaning more enemies are going to spawn, and way faster. What do you think of the change? Do you like it, or do you wish the cops were a bit slower? There was also a major tweak within stealth as well. So now, the faster that you move, the cops will spot you quicker. This has caused some drama recently, and Commander CH himself has said that he'll be stepping back more from Payday 3 because of this. Do you agree with the change as well? To be honest, I can see the outcry, especially being the unfair advantage that console players would have, being that they can adjust their speed as they wish on keyboard and mouse like many of us. It's a keystroke, you know?
Something slightly interesting though with this update is the player count. The CEO announced in the quarterly report that this update has caused a major boom in player numbers and has hit highest concurrent players that the game has seen since launch. As for what else was in the report, there was a lot. Now, hold on, don't click on the next chapter just yet, because this actually has some very interesting information for the future of Payday. To start off, we'll go with the boring stuff. Starbreeze has announced that the company has made more money this quarter than last. This is, of course, before the sales of Boys in Blue, as the DLC came out at the very end of the quarter. This just means that the company is in a healthy position to continue producing its products, such as Payday or in the future, Project Baxter.
As to some interesting controversial information, during the Q&A, the CEO was asked, will there be any plans to add subscription models to Payday 3 to increase revenue? He mentions that they evaluate a means to increase revenue all the time. For September, they have no plans to do anything, but they have talked internally about doing a DLC subscription model within Payday, meaning that you can pay quarterly for each DLC automatically. What do you think about that? Would you buy a subscription model for upcoming DLCs?
Just need to mention as well, this is in no means confirmed. This is just the CEO throwing it up in the air as something that they've talked internally about. The reason we brought it up here is just so we can get some community feedback and Starbreeze can take it from there on whether they continue with the idea or not. The CEO also talked about how the server providers have been. The total cost for this quarter was 4.8 million SEK, which is about 472,000 USD. They're still looking for other potential providers to reduce cost and increase reliability.
Xbox Live Game Pass is potentially coming to an end soon, as the CEO did briefly talk about the subject. The contract is for 12 months, which means that September 21st, they will have to have talks with their publishers if they're going to continue the contract. But he did give no direct answer if it's a yes or a no. Game Pass users, do you feel like the game is in a good place, or you'd buy it, or do you still want to continue using Game Pass until that time comes?
Now onto the community highlights. We'll actually be changing it up this week due to a great suggestion by the crimenet archive. Thank you again for the suggestion. So from this week forward, you guys will be what is included in the community highlights. If you want to suggest a community highlight, whether it's a video, a Reddit post, a meme, artwork, or anything else Payday related, you can send a suggestion in the crimenet news discussion board on our Discord or leave a comment below.
We'd also like to share our new membership that we've been working on at this time. If you feel like you'd like to support what we do on this channel, please join and become a Vister. You get early access to videos, early access to news, you can provide direct feedback on what we'd feature on our episodes, shout outs on every episode, and some member-only videos as well. And, which moves us on to our clip of the week, coming to us from Beecroft.
No. We're doing it.
Beautiful. That's perfect timing. We all know that pain all too well.
And the mod of this week goes to More Weather and Time by David Sebesta. We showcased an early version of this mod a few weeks ago that was only for No Rest of the Wicked. David has since turned that one map mod into 5, and with every update to the mod, he adds a new map. This mod also features way more weather and time that you can mix and match as well.
And next we have a community highlight to showcase. A dear friend of ours, JMad, she made an amazing meme to showcase on Houston Breakout.
I just want to say Sergeant Panda on our Discord did say that this meme was dead. Do you agree with that, Vice?
Personally, I don't think memes ever die.
On to the reveal of Fear and Greed. Some Starbreeze members were at Gamescom this week, and with that, they got to do an interview with IGN. Within this interview, which we'll link in the description, we got to hear some interesting information such as Houston will be playable, there will be a new Overkill minigun, and some previews of the next heist, Fear and Greed, all of which will be coming in the next update in September.
Seems to be like the heist is going to be set in the New York Stock Exchange. Super unique setting and very interesting. Lore-wise, it seems like we're going to be going for Concord where it hurts, and ruining the stocks of the companies that he has money in.
As for more things in the future, PlayOn has released a new survey asking for feedback on server browser filters, update/DLC content and frequency, and player customization. The link is in the description to see some potential ideas that they have, and you can vote for what you'd like to see most.
Shortly after this announcement at Gamescom, Starbreeze released their weekly blog post a day early, and this was about the roadmap update that we've been so anxiously waiting for. Within this blog post, it mentions all of what they announced at Gamescom, coming in September for the anniversary update, Part 1, and for Part 2 in October, they showcased the features we've all been waiting for. UI rework, server browser, and VoIP are just some of the features that they guarantee are coming. This is super exciting news, as these are some of the biggest features for Operation Medic Bag that we're finally starting to see come to light.
As for what other features such as Vote Kick, Play Again, or Offline Mode are coming, there is no direct month that they have mentioned, but the CEO during the quarterly report did mention that the rest of Operation Medibag will be coming over the rest of this year at the current moment in time. This was a super exciting week. What are you guys most excited for? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and keep those helmets flying, Heisters.